recording, just so you know.
Okay.
Okay. So, which hero are you in this replay?
I am the QOP.
Okay. You are QOP. You played against Invoker, probably.
Yes, so
Okay.
that's not the reason why we lost. The Invoker was pretty horrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is your main role? You said it was support.
Yeah. I played that game as it's a support. Let me pull up the game real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mostly support. I played that because no one else wanted to do mid. Like
Okay.
that's a really strange occurrence where no one chooses a mid.
Yeah, but so before we start, are you sure you don't want to do a support replay if you're like a support main?
Okay. Yeah. Let's see.
I mean, we can do this one, but it would make more sense if you want to learn support for us to do a support
Okay.
replay.
Give me a second.
Yeah, no rush.
Does it matter if I win or not? Cause
No, no, not at all.
okay, give me a second. Support. This game's really short though. It's like 23 minutes. I'll keep with that one because I honestly want to know what I did wrong in that game.
Okay, sure. That
Because
works.
the like, I kind of want to say that I threw,
Okay.
but I don't know.
Most of the time, like, I don't know. Even in games where it feels like you throw, most of the time, like, you've probably already made so many mistakes in the first like 10 or 20 minutes that the throw actually doesn't even matter, because like the game already would have been over if you'd like took the right steps in the beginning.
Mm.
So I'm probably gonna focus a lot on the laning stage in this if I can give you anything useful.
Okay.
Okay, so you start with a null and tangos. This is fine. If you can,
Yeah.
you want to start with branch and fairy fire and get pulled some
Yeah.
tangos.
I normally do that, but since they didn't pull me because
Yep.
we only had a solo AA support and the Clinks and a bounty who couldn't gank.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, well he couldn't gank because he got stout shields and
Mm.
not orb of venom, so that's mistake number one on his part. But
I
yeah.
mean, he went tagging, so
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah.
Interesting. I mean, I've seen it before. It's not the worst. Okay, so this is like a kind of a mistake, but not really. Like, basically, you have to kind of consider what heroes the enemies have, and if they think that they will be strong enough to contest a rune. Um, this actually matters quite a bit. So usually if, like, there's nobody showing bottom, and you have heroes scouting like this down here, like, let's go back to when the rune was spawning. So, like,
Are
out...
you sharing screen?
Oh, shit, sorry, alright.
Oh, yeah, I'm kind of it's okay.
Okay. Okay, should be
Okay,
good.
that's good now.
Okay. So, you see these two heroes scouting, and as soon as Alk walks down this cliff like this, like you have vision
Yeah.
over here, you basically know that there's only one hero down here. Because, like,
Yeah.
you see this guy as well. So, generally, when I play mid, I like to, like, sit in the middle. Like, even somewhere around here is okay. And then
Yeah,
I like...
and then determine what lane I want to go to.
Yeah, what rune?
I'm a word
So,
rune, sorry.
that way you don't get, like, just screwed out of the rune like this.
I mean, I want to say the rune's better on the alchemist than on me.
It
Either way.
depends. I mean, it's good on Alchemist, but, like, he's not the mid. Like, he doesn't... Him getting a bottle early doesn't matter at all. And him getting, like, whatever he's getting early isn't going to matter that much. And it's like, you really need the south. You need a little bit of XP as well. Like, now this Ember has kill opportunity on you if you mess up, so...
The Ember
It's really
wasn't here,
scary.
though. Oh, wait, he was?
Yeah, he's here. I mean, unless they, like, rotate right now, but... No, he's definitely here.
I think I'm confused on what game this was. Oh, yeah, well...
Okay.
Yeah. What I remember is that I really zoned him out badly.
Okay. Well, you're already, you're not being aggressive enough from level 1. Like, right now, you could hit him. You could walk up and hit him now. You could hit him once more, and then probably go for the CS after that. So you're not playing nearly aggressively enough right now, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
So,
From the very start, I should be. Yeah.
Yeah,
It took me like a few seconds to realize that I have a huge advantage over him right now.
Yeah, it's a hard matchup for Ember for sure. Also, I want to see what you did at the very start. Okay. So right now you click on Ember Spirit. Every time you walk into lane as a mid or like any hero, you just click on the enemy hero to see what items they have.
Yeah, I saw the stout and yeah, and the
Okay.
and his items. I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a really, really, really important habit. You want to do that every game, no matter what.
Yeah, that's what it's one of the good things or one of my stronger aspects in the game.
Okay, good.
Just constantly checking, especially as a support. Since I have so much downtime, I just look at the carry whenever I have, and I just ping it out for my allies to see.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, you're up too far here. Okay, so it's okay to take like unfavorable trades when you're like you have such a high HP advantage, but this guy just had an opportunity to chains you, and you would have been tanking all these creeps. Like you can hit him once here, and then you have to back up because like if you look at all of where these creeps are positioned, as soon as you start,
they would all aggro onto me.
Yeah, as soon as you right click this guy, they're all gonna aggro, and like you start at 466 HP, and you go all the way down to 320 HP just from creeps. Like that was all creep damage. He didn't hit you once.
So yeah, I see.
Yeah, you just took like half your HP, like just hitting this guy. And you have to play aggressive, but you also have to respect the creep damage.
Yeah, because like I see.
Yeah. So he's basically just okay.
Yeah, if I remember, he just dies right there.
Yeah, I hope he does. Okay, good. Great. So yeah, he just didn't respect you at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, that was good. You want to send yourself a bottle and like, yeah, just bottle is fine. I was gonna say bottle and TP, but brown boots are probably
that's
needed.
one thing that I really don't do as a support. I mean, as a mid is get through TP. As a support, if I'm solo supporting, I have no chance of getting a TP. But if I'm dual supporting with someone else, then I'll get the TP as long with a flanker.
Yeah, that's fine. But definitely as a mid in future games, consider a TP scroll up core item. Like your first two items should be brown boots and TP. After your bottle, of course, depending on the hero.
I didn't buy TP until like I think maybe 6 minutes once bottom had died a lot, or my team.
It's a good habit to get into. Okay, so this is oh, what the fuck? All right.
Oh yeah, this is where he said that I thought the invoker was in.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go back. Basically right now, like you need to either be planning to bottle crow, or you need to be planning to go for the rune. And I think it's better to go for top rune in this instance, mainly because you have a bounty hunter who can like pressure with you. Like he might not pressure with you, but like there's
not at all. He really didn't pressure at all.
Also, like Lich and Sardar are bottom, so the only hero that could possibly be contesting is this guy.
The Ember and the Invoker.
Oh, the Ember could too, but you'll have vision on him. Like he can't surprise you just appearing suddenly at the rune. Like you'll know he's coming. But so yeah, the only guy who could be there is this Invoker. And if you open up your menu, you can see what level he is. So like, what is he gonna do? Like, is he gonna fight a Queen of Pain for the rune? Really?
Yeah. Like, I think he learned from the first time.
Right. So basically, you need to be planning what you're doing, like 10-15 seconds in advance, as much as you can. And it's much easier when you have like times to work with, because like people are predictable around times usually. Like people are gonna go for runes usually
around the 50-second or so.
Yeah,
or start walking there.
You definitely start walking there beforehand. But yeah, you really needed this rune, and you ended up getting a kill. But I mean, the kill is impactful, and it's really good that you did this. But now you're like in this weird position where Ember's still gonna be able to farm against you.
Yeah. Yeah, I see the impact that it did. I actually felt it.
Right.
I'm not sure if I even bottle crowed it.
Yeah, so I think even at this point, I would go back to base. Like, just start blinking back to base right now, and then you TP back. Because, like, now you're just in this weird place where, like, you're in a winning matchup, but you can't actually, do anything about it. Like, you already solo killed him once, but, like, he's just able to free farm right now. Like, you can pressure him a tiny bit, but if you use one spell, you basically won't have enough mana for blink for a little bit. So he has, like, pressure on you at that point. So you definitely needed to be planning. I think just specifically you need to be planning like how you're going to get yourself regened in the next like, minute or so.
Yeah.
That's a very good habit to get into. Okay. so he dodges the dagger. That's good.
Yeah.
You're not respecting him right now at all. Like
he missed the chains, I believe. Oh no, he still has
he
it.
still has it. Yeah. He used just Sleight of Fist, so he didn't pressure you though. So whatever.
Yeah. I guess I could have died there if he was slightly better.
No, you wouldn't have died, but he would have sent you back to base for sure.
Oh.
If he was level 5, maybe you die, but you still have the blink, so I don't think so. I think you're fine. Okay, so we get a rune. Hopefully it's a regen. It's a bounty. Not the worst.
Yeah, there I decided to. I was gonna see if I can go top and gank, but I saw that it was hopeless.
Yeah, that's fine. Ideally, you are like you're checking this before you go for the rune, like while you're running this way, like you just up this path, because then you don't have to waste time just running up a little bit.
Yeah.
But this is not a like horrible movement. It's not something you should feel bad about or whatever. It's whatever. Okay, so you should also bottle crow here. Like even though you just got the rune, it's totally fine to bottle crow. You just put your bottle in the courier, speed boost it back to base, and then you'll have a full bottle in addition to just getting the regen from it. And the courier is going to you anyway, so it's quite valuable.
Yeah, I saw the amount of damage he was able to do on me.
Yeah.
This is where I realized that I didn't have that much of an advantage over him.
Yeah, well, part of the reason it feels like he's so much stronger than like it seems is because you went that weird skill build. Basically, Shadow Strike is okay to max, but you don't get nearly enough merit out of it to justify getting it over Scream of Pain. Like basically, Scream of Pain just gives you so much burst and so much farming potential that.
Yeah, my reasoning over this was that he was a melee and that he could that I could easily cast it on him since he wasn't ranged.
Yeah, and I mean that's reasonable, but basically, the way Ember Spirit matchups work is you kill the Flame Shield or you kill the Flame Guard, like you destroy it with magic damage, or you don't and you just kite him back. And you have the option to kill Flame Guard at level 2, or at level 3 Scream of Pain with Dagger and level 2 Scream of Pain. Because it does 150 damage, and then the Dagger initial damage is 50 at level 1. And Flame Guard takes 200 damage at level 3. Or at level 2, rather.
Yeah,
so
I see.
That's a big reason for getting 2 in Scream of Pain. But getting 2 in Shadow Strike is okay in a lot of melee matchups. I actually think it's okay in Ember and in Ember vs. QOP as well. But it's like I don't have a great feel for that matchup, so I don't know how exactly impactful that is.
Okay.
Okay, so moving on. You choose to gank bottom. This is probably fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Well.
He does, yeah. The team, my team completely ignored the Invoker, and I couldn't. And I already Shadow Strike the starter, so I couldn't slow him down and just right click him.
So this is another issue with the skill build, is that this kind of sucks for ganking. It's good for like extended fights, but you can't burst somebody.
Yeah,
really
yeah,
hard.
I see.
And if you had level 3 Scream of Pain here, they both die, guaranteed.
Yeah, so yeah, I see where it would. Yeah.
Right. So maybe Invoker doesn't die to like the Scream of Pain, but you can at least right click him after your disarm is up. But yeah, it's pretty impactful. Also, you generally don't want to blink and then Sonic Wave if they're already within range. So like here, you could have just walked up a little bit and just Sonic Waves and then blink screamed. Because like you see this weird timing here. Like here, let's watch. So you blink. The blink was like slightly off too, but that's fine. See Sonic Wave, and then they kept running this way. And if there were no trees here, they would have time to just run out of the radius. So it's like okay in this scenario, but you want to make a habit of like timing your spells so that they all hit at once, rather than having to cast them separately. Yeah, do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like a little weird, but
yeah,
okay.
I see.
Okay. Okay, so you get the kill.
Oh, the Invoker came back.
Yeah, okay. Okay, there are a couple things here. So you have a full bottle during this fight, and you're taking creeps the entire time, which is, it makes things really annoying for you.
Yeah.
Basically, like, you have to be ready for yourself to blink, because if you blink right now and then start bottling, the only way your bottle is going to get canceled is like him hitting you or something, which is fine. Like then he's guaranteed dead. So even if he hits you, it's whatever. But if you were bottling during this time and you got like a bottle charge and a half
Yeah,
off,
I would be able to cast another spell.
right, and that's pretty impactful. Like he ends up dying anyway, so it doesn't matter. But it might matter in another scenario. So you should just make a habit of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you immediately go for the rune. Good. Oh, we'll bless that guy. Oh, whatever.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, he has a boost speed advantage over me. He could have stunned me.
Yeah, no,
I just wanted to be safe.
There was nothing wrong with that. Don't worry about it. Okay, so for even though you were just fighting a lot, your CS value is pretty low.
Yeah.
Like for 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's my biggest problem with mid is I get distracted with fights too much and I don't like farm that much.
That is a problem. Like basically you should consider every kill you get equal to like 10 CS or so. Because like the way to think about it is like every creep gives like roughly 40 gold.
Yeah.
So you know around 10 creeps is you know around 400 gold depending on the values that you get. Plus there's a little XP you get from kills, but you know whatever. Kills are better than CS, but like not kills are not better than CS if you have to travel long distances to get them and like use a lot of time. I'm not sure what else to say about that really. So just don't feel like you have to go to like every fight that happens. Also TP scroll.
I feel like that's one of my support impulses where I just need to rotate and rotate.
Yeah, well that's wrong on support too. Like that's completely valid on support.
I got flamed when I'm just like AFK babysitting as well.
Yeah, I mean it's the life of a support. You just get blamed for everything. So, but basically just if people blame you for stuff like that, just like assess to see if there's any validity to what they're saying, and then if you don't think there is, then just mute them because like they're not going to say anything important. Plus they're 3.5k, so who cares? It's not like RTZ is telling you you're doing something wrong. Like they're on your level as well, so who cares?
Yeah, I should have gone to TP though.
Yeah, well TP like it allows you to farm and then go to fights rather than just go to fights. Like it's much more difficult to keep up your CS if you don't TP to fights because you have to spend all of this time like running around the map to go fight in the jungle or go to a lane and counter gank, whereas you could just TP, and that'll increase your GPM quite a bit. Oh, this guy should die here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, good.
Lucky for me, a region.
Ice frog rune. Excellent. Okay.
Another problem with the build I have, it's extraordinarily greedy because I don't max out blink and it puts me in a situation where I either get a kill or I just feed, and I feel like that also impacted my game later on.
Yep, it's quite bad. Blink is just it scales really well. Like mobility is super good. This is one of the better spells in the game. I'd say like top 20, 25, something like that. It's really good.
Especially with the 1300 blink range.
Yep, and it's super low mana cost too. Like it's a very low commitment spell. It's great.
Yeah, this is why I kind of want to say that I threw because.
This game should be over, completely over. Like you just had such a good start, even with the low CS values. But if you had like slightly higher CS, like around 40, I'd say, like this game would be pretty much in the bag for any like any experienced mid player. But I can definitely see it like where you would run into issues with not maxing blink early, like against their team. Like they have a lot of CC and a lot of nuke damage. It's just pretty scary. Also, another thing with this build that's like contributing to your low CS count is you just can't farm that well. Like Queen of Pain without Scream of Pain is not very good at farming. That's just how it is.
Yeah, because I could easily just stack some camps and what's it called, and Scream of Pain them down, and increase my gold.
Yeah, that and you can just push faster, like push the wave faster.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. So you see Ember TPing home. You want to be careful at this point. You want to like see which spells Invoker has invoked, so that he can't like surprise you with the tornado or something.
Oh yeah. I remember this part. Like I thought he was AFKing, and then like out of nowhere he just does this combo on me. Like I don't know. He was a really confusing player. Like I just really don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. All right. I want to watch that Screaming Fan. So you get him low here, which is fine. You're waiting for Scream to come off cooldown. Ideally, you wait to do this harassment damage, because like you can 100 to 0 him, even with the weird build. Like as long as you get a couple right clicks off, so you don't have to wait for him to just be stupid and walk back in.
Yeah.
Also, this was like pretty close to missing. Like he could have dodged it very easily. So it's like a low percentage kind of spell to do. Oh, did you get Dragon Lance?
No. Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. That is something I've never seen before, but I don't think it's good.
Because I went BKB and Orchid as well.
I don't think it's good. I think the strength of Orchid, especially on a mid hero, is that it's very good early.
Yeah, I felt it in the game where I was just lacking. I was lacking my damage.
Yeah,
even with.
You should consider Queen of Pain like a tier 2 right clicker. Like if Juggernaut is a tier 1 right clicker, then Queen of Pain is tier 2. Like her spells are her strength early on, whereas her right clicks are good later, but not really early on.
She has a 1.5 base attack speed, right?
I don't know. I don't know about any of the numbers. Like honestly, it's not something I pay attention to really, or at least not base attack times and stuff. But yeah, so basically getting an Orchid against these heroes really early on is quite important, because like they all have very important spells, and a lot of them are mobility based as well. Like we can watch this. We can watch this fight after. But Ember has Fire Remnant, Invoker has Ghost Walk. Also, he has Tornado, EMP to disengage with. Lich doesn't really have much, but it's better to silence him if you're gonna go for a gank rather than not. Slardar has a stun and sprint, which are both really good. PL has Doppelganger. Like this, your Orchid timing in this game is super important. Like getting an Orchid allows you to solo kill basically any of these heroes if they're alone. Okay, also you went for the rune a bit too early here. So you know Ember Spirit has already used Flame Guard at this point. Like, oh no, he didn't use it. No, he did. Okay, you broke it. Oh, replay bug. Okay, so it is on right now. So he did use Flame Guard. Jesus.
Okay.
That's weird. So you don't have to worry about him like going on you or whatever. Like he has no chance to kill you, even if he gets the chains off. So you should just push this and use your bottle charges, then go to the rune.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, if he did have cooldowns, like if he had Flame Guard up, then he could threaten you. So you want to just going to the rune would be fine there. Okay, you get the haste. It seems like you panicked a little bit there, like just by popping the haste. There's no need because you could see that he had no mana to cast all his spells.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, so this is a bad chase. Oh, okay, it worked out.
I'm sorry. Did you say?
Oh, what do I know? Alright, so what's going on bottom? Yeah, so the Ember Spirit kill was fine, I guess. I'm pretty sure he would have gotten out if he had just, ran instead of turning on bounty. But this little, I don't know, whatever it's called, detour down here is not super fine, because you're not doing anything really. Like, you have no chance of killing these heroes if you have no detection. And
this is where I started throwing. I want to say.
I'm predicting like a nice blink in under tower or something, and they TP in and kill you, something like that. But yeah, you should have just been pushing out mid at this point. Like, there's no reason for you to be down here as well. especially when you just killed Ember Spirit, because your team already has a number advantage down here. So like you can have, you know, pressure in multiple places on the map. And also you don't even have like mana to use all your spells on somebody, so there's no point for you to be here.
This is where I really underestimated their damage.
Mm. Yeah, I don't need to tell you that blinking under the tower was not fine there. We can go over why though. That will probably be a little helpful. Okay.
I'm sorry.
So we use Sonic Wave. We have basically 2 spells, but we use 1 here. So even if we get a little bit of mana, we're not gonna have that much. At this point, we definitely just go back to base. This is like the play, but you chose to go in here, and this is like, do you have a reason for this, or is it just like you wanted to kill the guy?
It was just me getting too cocky with my kill streak.
Okay.
And completely underestimating him.
Yeah. Good. That's, you kind of want to respect your opponents to a degree, like even if they do silly things. Like this guy has so many options here. Like he can invoke Deafening Blast, he can invoke Tornado, he could already have those spells invoked, he could go Swak. Like he has so many different ways to counterplay this kind of play that you went on him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I also didn't have my teammates to be able to, or they didn't also follow me on.
Well, they can't follow you because they don't have blinks.
Yeah.
Like maybe if every hero in Dota had a blink, that would be okay, but it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. But yeah, so that's a very impactful kill. Like basically you just spent all
that's where the game started shifting.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like you spent all of this time down here, like harassing Invoker, and then you walk down here, you go to the secret shop and buy a TP, then you know, hit the tower a couple times, then you dive in. And all of that time you weren't getting any gold, no experience really, other than what, you know, is shared with like 4 heroes. So you basically invested all of this time to die and give away your kill streak. So like that's another thing about planning your moves.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're looking bottom to counter gank, it looks like. This looks pretty great to me. Should use 1 spell on Sardar and then go on PL. It's good. It's hard to tell which one is real in this situation, but you can basically rule out the ones that are hitting you right now, so you can start using that. I took these out. It's unfortunate. I don't think
Scream of Pain goes through fog, right?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to do. I was gonna use it to try to locate him.
Mm-hmm. Here, I think you should have turned on this guy. Okay, never mind. Oh shit! All right. So the Ice Blast missed, which sucks.
Yeah.
Let's go back. Okay, so if the Ice Blast hit there, I'm pretty sure he would die. It's a little iffy because he has Flame Guard, and AA is only level 6, so he doesn't have like level 2 Ice Blast. But it's pretty weird. I think he dies. You can pop Flame Guard.
He didn't have mana, but I'm pretty sure I didn't check it either.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. Yeah, because he just used Searing Chains. Okay, that's true. But yeah, if you were gonna turn, you had to do it much faster for sure. Like, there's no other way to say it. Okay, so moving on.
This game, there was also a big lack of communication.
Yeah, that doesn't matter in pubs at all. Like, I mean, it matters in pro games if people don't communicate, and maybe it matters a tiny bit at the highest MMR, but it really doesn't matter.
Why is that actually? I want to know.
Oh, because like at this MMR, basically everyone's on a different page anyway. Like one person could say, "Let's go bottom," and people can interpret it like so many different ways. Like one person could think like, "Okay, we just walk bottom. Like everyone run there right now, and let's go there. Just run there." Another person could take that as like, "Okay, I think we should smoke bottom." And another person could be like, "Okay, let's go bottom." But what this person means by "let's go bottom" is we should get the tower. Or like a dive or something. Like communication is so like weird at this MMR that it doesn't really matter so much. Also, like the games, since they're relatively low skill, and I don't say that like in an insulting way. That's not how I mean it. But since there aren't like great players down here, one person can win the game by themselves really. That's true for like Probably up until like even 7K, I'd say. If you're like actually like the best, one of the best Dota players.
I misclicked my blink there.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. That's well, it might matter if like, you know, there are people in fog, but you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, even the best Dota players, like they can carry games by themselves. Like all they need is a little bit of help from their teammates. They don't really need communication or whatever.
Okay.
It's like a little weird though. Because like communication can help in some cases. Like it doesn't hurt to let your team know what's up. But I think basically everything that you would need to communicate at this MMR, you can do through like alt clicks. So like alt clicking your items, your gold, enemies, like what skills you have up. Like all of that is important stuff, but you don't really have to like stress over, you know, your team not being on the same page.
Yeah, and I didn't, because that's why I say that I threw.
Right. Okay, so that's good.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, definitely just focus on yourself and like what you can do better. That's
yeah,
it's a good habit to have. Okay.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Moving on. At this point, you guys are like really clumped up. I'm not sure why. This top lane is like available to anyone really. Like I actually think it would be a good spot for you. Like maybe not because Slardar is here with Blink. Actually, okay, never mind. Scratch that. These two heroes together can pressure you quite a bit, even though you have like decent HP. So. Your lineup is like really weird because like you guys are. You can get a lot of information through your invis heroes, but you can't really set up kills. Except for Alchemist, but he's not going for like a setup kind of build.
Yeah, he had a decently rough lane.
Yeah, he did. He had a lich lane. Those are never fun. Alright, so we died.
Yeah, and then the bounty just dueling with the Clinks up top. So, not much help from them either. They probably could have gotten a bunch of kills if the bounty rotated bot and just, I don't know, even with one kill, I think the Alchemist would have been in a much better position than he is right now.
Yeah, it's quite likely. I do want to see how you die here. Okay. You get Spirit Lance. Really? He actually just chases you and you die.
Yeah, they just rushed me.
Wow, okay. Okay, yeah, you just die. Basically, like, the only thing you can do here is blink preemptively. Maybe you live if you, like, stick and go to strength shreds, but it's relatively unlikely. Like, they kind of overkilled you a bit. Also, what this is telling me is that, like, my initial read on the Dragonlance being bad was, you know, kind of correct, at least in this game. Because, like, if you can't live through just 2 people going on you randomly, then it's not, like...
Yeah.
It's almost not even worth it. Like, the HP you have from your No Talisman or Wander or whatever should be just fine.
Yeah, okay, I see that.
Whereas if you had an Orchid, let's say, you could have silenced either one, and they wouldn't get their spells
And I
up.
probably would have lived, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe even a comeback kill because the bounty was there.
Yeah, if you actually could have just, like, as Ember went in, you might have been able to Orchid if he was a little slow. And just, like, Sonic Wave Screaming Pain. And you had a teammate here, I think it was Bounty, so... Yeah, it might have been a counter kill, but... Either way, the HP from Dragonlance is not useful this game, clearly. That's not true for, like, an item like BKB. Like, I think this is definitely a BKB game, just because they have so many nukes. But,
yeah,
that's, like, very different from just buying HP. So...
Radiant structures are fortified.
Okay, so there's basically no way you would ever kill a PL here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Looks like you might. No, okay.
Radiant's top
yeah,
tower
then I
is
go
under
in.
attack.
Desperate for a kill.
Yeah, there's... Okay, so PL has so many ways to dodge your abilities that it's almost not worth going for him. Like, if he's fairly high level, like after level 10, I'd say. Because then he should have max Doppelganger.
Radiant's top
Like,
tower. Radiant's
so if you
middle
Shadow
tower.
Strike him, he can either purge it off, or he can just, like,
Radiant's
wait
middle tower is under attack.
and use Doppelganger to dodge your spells. Like, this isn't totally true if you have max blink, but it's, I don't know, it's quite weird. Because basically, like, if you don't have max blink, then you only have one chance to go in on him and close the gap in most cases, because the hero is just relatively fast. And if you do have max blink, like, you can blink on him again, but at this point, like, he has Diffusal Blade, so it's, you know, a little scary. Like, luckily he has Tranquil Boots and not Treads, but, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. If I had a max blink, I easily would have caught up and killed him.
Right. It's still a little scary, but, yeah, it definitely would have helped in this scenario. Like, because you went for this this build, he's basically, like, unkillable almost.
Yeah, yeah, I see my flaws.
And just die randomly in the jungle, that sucks. You might have had some signs leading to this, like on the minimap. Let's see. So it's way back here. You see Lich Top, but you do not see Slardar. I don't think. Okay, no, you saw Slardar bottom because you just had a creep that died here, and AA as well. So this is information you would have had to gather like way before.
Before going in, yeah.
Yeah, but it looked like Slardar TP top this one anyway. So I mean, you could infer that Slardar could TP to where you are, but you can't like guess exactly where. You can just say like, hey, this guy might be going on me, so I should be like a little careful because he can set up a kill on me.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So we die. At this point, like your momentum is super slowed down, and you don't have that CS cushion. Like you don't have a lot of last hits, so all of the gold you got from kills is like
negated.
Basically, like maybe it's not totally negated, but normally at 20 minutes you would have like minimum 100 CS, and you have 60 right now. So 60 or 40 CS is like very significant. That's a lot of gold, a lot of XP. So you don't have that that extra cushion of income to like keep you afloat in this game. So right now you're so far from your Orchid, whereas before you would have, or if you had 40 more CS, you would have your Oblivion staff basically.
Yeah, yeah. So after I died bottom, I should have just farmed for my Orchid and stopped fighting.
Right. Well, not completely stop fighting, because your job is still to like control fights and like be, you know, your team's main damage dealer in the mid game, but you can have a TP and be farming, so that you can, you know, be at the important fights. I missed the AL. That sucks.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ember gets away. That really sucks. After he kills your carry. This is brutal. Alright. Oh yeah. Okay, basically the only thing I want to see for the rest of this game is like what you do after you get your Orchid, because that's what matters most here, is how you go about getting your Orchid, like how you push waves and your farming patterns and such, and then what you do with it afterward. Everything else is kind of negligible, because they're like, I don't know, their heroes are stronger than you, even if they're not like totally ahead in gold. They're just they're better at fighting, especially against they're better at fighting your heroes. So yeah.
Once y'all got the Diffusal Blade, I kind of realized that the game was lost.
Okay, well that's a little dramatic, but like it's basically.
I realized how easily I died, and like that I didn't do enough in the beginning to like stop him or whatnot.
Yeah, it's true that the game is like much harder, and maybe it would be lost in a pro game, but never assume that pubs are over. Like it's not.
I didn't stop trying. I just like a little mental note.
a little mental note. We lost already. It's not worth.
I mean, I don't say that in game.
No, I know. I'm just giving you shit. It's just funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, definitely try not to think that way. Even if you don't like actually think you lost, I don't know. It's important to, you know, stay on top of your.
And stay positive. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. It's like tilting and playing badly is the exact same thing as playing badly. Like.
Yeah.
So there's no excuses if, you know, you have control over yourself. All right, but I want to see how you approached this PO fight. Okay, so we backed up. Okay, so you know Ember missed his chance here.
Yeah, that's why I just turned around. If he got it, I think I could have died.
Yeah, so turning around was fine.
And that's honestly just where I got desperate for an eco.
Yeah. I don't have much to say there other than you don't know how much damage your hero does, so like you didn't know that you couldn't kill those heroes. Like knowing how much damage your hero does will come with practice.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't really. I like QOP is I'm maybe like 20 games.
Yeah,
so
that's
not a good amount.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, that's why I recommend like people just play 3 or 4 heroes to like climb MMR with and just like get better, because like then you don't
I
have.
mostly play Crystal Maiden as my support.
Okay, that's fine. But either way, like that's why I recommend people only playing a few heroes, because like you won't have situations where like you just lose because you mess up fights like that, because you don't know how much damage your hero does, like, or at least not very often. Like if you're actively trying to learn, and you can spend your time learning other things that are like more important, or just practicing fundamental skills.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, so moving on. Yeah. All right. So the last like 3 or 4 deaths have all been the same thing. Like you're just trying to fight way too much, and you just need to be farming. I'm sounding like a broken record at this point, so I'm thinking we should maybe go to a different replay, or like we can finish watching this if you want. But yeah.
Yeah. I could tell that this game was. I knew when the game was lost cause.
Yeah.
Or when what I did wrong. I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted it to be stressed out for me.
Okay. I hope that you learned something else too, because like there were a lot more important things, like the laning phase positioning things, like
yeah. Like I didn't harass as well as I should have. And the rune timing and stuff and predicting ahead.
Yeah. Also, don't tank the creeps unless you're like getting a really favorable trade, or unless you're getting a kill or something. Like that's a general okay rule. Like you can aggro them and then kite them, but tanking them is usually a big no-no at level 1. Okay. So do you have another replay, or do you want to like just ask questions or whatever for the remaining time?
I'll do one more.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Yep, no rush.
To the dead zone. My deepest thanks.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
I sent it in the Skype chat.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, that Omni was really. This game was pretty annoying.
I can imagine. This is a SNY
He had a
MKB Omni
rapier too.
Yep, I believe it. You very rarely see Omnis with like 600 GPM. It's pretty impressive. Who to player?
I was the Magnus.
Yep. Are you and this guy friends?
Crystal Maiden.
This Crystal Maiden? Oh shit, my mic was muted, sorry. Alright, are you and this guy friends? You and the CM?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because he just added me on Skype as well. That's
weird.
Yeah. Okay. That was very weird.
Bounty hunter. Morphling.
Okay, so Magnus is something that I mean, you can play if you want it, but I think he's one of those heroes that like you just have to be so solid fundamentally to like really get him down and like actually be effective with him and learn on him.
Legion Commander.
So
I think I did decently enough on him.
All right, we will see about that. I'm just giving you shit, but
Yeah, no,
yeah.
no, you're fine.
Okay. Basically, like,
Omni-Knight.
your mechanics have to be really fucking good to play him, and get the most out of him. So I don't know. It's fine if you enjoy playing the hero. So
Yeah, I just think he's fun, honestly.
yeah, that's fine. For like a pure learning purpose, so I would stay away from him. But if you like him, then whatever, that's fine.
It goes without
30
saying.
seconds to battle.
This one is in the bag.
Okay. I don't like your guys' pathing here at all.
The battle
Do you want to place a ward?
Yeah, that's fine, but you don't do it this way. If you want to place a ward, you always go through lane like this, because you can, like, at this point, at 16 seconds, like, they could have 5 people right here, and you would have no idea, and you could just feed, like, for free, and you wouldn't get the ward done. So, like, basically...
Yeah. He said, that's what he said, no one at this MMR goes there.
Okay. Well,
That's exactly what he said.
That's actually a fair argument, but you still shouldn't do it. You should start, like, trying to form good habits early on. So, basically, if you want to place a ward, you either, like, TP down here and place it at the start, or you just run down really fast. And, like, nobody will probably contest you this early on in your MMR, or this, at this low MMR, so you can probably just block the camp like this if you just run straight down as soon as the game starts. But later on, people will start meeting you here, and, like, you can't place your ward in front of them and stuff. So you can find other places, like here. You can place it mid.
Yeah, and it ended up being useless because no one
The
pulled.
battle begins.
Wait, no one supported? Or no one pulled?
No one supported.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say, like, they didn't pull because you have this ward here. Like, of course it's useless. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I mean, it still gives you a little vision. Usually it's better to place it so that, like, it also gives vision rather than just in the camp. So you can place it, like, you know, just in front of here or whatever. But it's a small thing. It actually matters quite a bit, like, for offlaners where you place your ward, but now that this camp is, like, so small, it doesn't matter so much. Usually it is better, though, to just place it, like, here, or just somewhere where it'll give you vision, but it doesn't block the camp. Just because this place is, like, so easy to deward now, this small camp. Like, basically one sentry covers 90% of it.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's very easy to deward, so you shouldn't, the vision that you gain from the ward will be more beneficial than, like, if you were to use it to block.
Yeah, we expected an Omni to support, but Omni's mid.
Yep. Pretty standard. Not really, but
He honestly won them the game, by the way, the Omni.
yeah, I believe it. I mean, Omni's actually, like, a really good solo laner. If it's a bad matchup for the other person, then, like, he can really run away with the game.
You'll see in points in the game where he's just so insanely fast.
Yeah. And he seems much faster because he can chase with degen as well.
Yeah, he maxed it out. That's honestly, we just, like, got wrecked by that.
Yeah. I believe it. I think choosing to get Empower is actually good, but only if you see all of these heroes like you did. So, like, you saw Omni, you saw that, you know, these two are top, so you don't have to worry about, like, being ganked or something. Like, Doom can, you know, technically gank you if he gets, like, a net or something, but it's really not good at all, and you won't die, so...
Yeah.
This Empower skill is really good at level 1. It's quite good. Let's go forward. I can't say I know the nuances of Morphling Magnus, but you definitely just want to farm as much as you can, get a nice pair of arcane boots, and then get your blink.
Yeah, I think I got it, like, at 3 or 4 minutes.
That's the dream.
Oh yeah, what's it called? The Legion and the Omni just kept fighting in all chat. And I tried to tell them to stop, but they just wouldn't.
I think just let people do their thing. They might, like, if your idea is to not tilt them, it might, you know, just, like, cause them to tilt, like, just by saying, like, hey, stop fighting.
I guess.
I don't know. We're getting, like,
because it was kind of annoying me.
But, I mean, just mute him. Who cares? I'm sure he won't care if you mute him. Maybe he will, but you won't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so pushing the wave. This is fine. I think you should, like, try not to push so much. Basically, like, it's okay to push if you want to push it into their tower so the wave resets, like the wave equilibrium. because like these creeps will die, and then these creeps will like run out, you know, farther than they would if you had kept it here. But if you don't have the plan, then you should just keep the wave in place, like where you're already safely farming it.
Oh, okay.
But it is fine to push it, like if you know that, you know, the wave is going to end up this way.
I mean, like I said, he was solo support, like he was solo morphling, so I could pretty much do whatever I wanted.
Yeah. Well, also by pushing like this, you're basically guaranteeing him farm as well. Whereas like if he knows that CM is here, then he has to play like a little bit careful. He doesn't have to be like super scared, and he can still CS. But like your objective here should be to like pull the wave back as far as you can, and then just like make him have to walk out, you know, into this little area here.
Okay.
Or at least farther up, because like if he knows the CM is here, then he has to at least keep that in mind, and like he has to play on edge a little bit, and like he's thinking like, oh, maybe I can't use waveform to harass this Magnus because the CM is here.
He tries to take the camp, I believe, or the large creep.
Yep.
Never mind.
Okay. But yeah, because you're pushing this, like, this guy is getting more farm than he should. Like, you guys are technically dual laning right now, so you should be able to at least contest his farm a little bit, and you're not really. And this is mostly because
I was telling the CM to just jungle for levels and farm.
Yeah, and that's not bad. You guys can still pressure him though, like even while she's jungling. Like her just not showing in the lane will be pressure on him, as long as he's not like under his tower. Okay, there's no kill here. Yeah, that was ambitious. Basically, you don't have the damage to kill him, no matter what. Like, he has at least one or two morphs. Wait, no. He only has one morph, but it's still like quite a bit of strength. So if you can't kill him in like all of those nukes, then you definitely can't kill him if he also has more strength to morph. So maybe if you had arcane boots and you harassed him a little bit beforehand, like one more shockwave, then you could do it. But yeah. This guy is messing up really bad. He needs to go back to base. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, moving on. When you hit 6, you should probably buy a TP as well. Okay. Yeah, again, that guy he can't die.
Yeah.
It's pretty impossible.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
See, now it's fine to push. Like, it's different here because you had already pushed him out of the lane, you know, in a sense. Like, you basically made him use all of his mana, and he doesn't have much HP left. And he has still his spells. So it's fine to push now, because this, like, it forces him into making a choice. Like, do I stay and try to defend my tower and, you know, maybe die, or do I go back to base and let my tower fall? So this is fine.
Yeah, I see.
Or even worse, like, do I make my teammates come down? Like, do I call for help and call for TPs? And then, you know, just make my teammates rotate? Because, like, they have no heroes to just catch you guys if they TP. So this is a good decision to push here. Okay. Moving on.
I went force that first. Is that bad or?
In this case, I would say yes, because you're like your team's primary initiator, and also counter initiator. Like you have Legion Commander, which is good, but she's not really like a initiate and start a big fight hero until way later when she's like, you know, quite tanky, or unless she has like a dazzle or something on her team, because you don't want to just blink into the middle of her team and duel, because like you're just
because then you'll just feed off spell damage.
Yeah, but it's different if you blink into their middle of their team and RP, because then they're RP'd. Like that's a good thing. But yeah, I don't recommend going force first in most cases. I would say like 99% of cases. I think force is a really good item on the hero, but I think blink it gives you more options.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. So you didn't use Empower here, which is a little weird, because you had been like spamming it the whole time. Oh wait, what the fuck? What's going on with this buff? Okay, I'm pretty sure this left Empower is a bug, because you had 2 Empowers on you at one point. And you're also not hitting very hard. Like 72...
Yeah, it's not showing anymore.
Okay, yeah, so there we go. But yeah, he would have died really much faster if you had used Empower. And all of this time is giving Omni time to TP, or whatever. He doesn't, so it doesn't matter, but yeah. This guy's a Wraith Band, come on. Why does he have a Wraith Band? Alright.
We lose the game to him.
Anyway, yeah, his hero is pretty face roll, so whatever. But yeah, so basically, like, you want to keep... If you have Empower skilled, you just want to use it. Not much else to say about that.
Yeah.
Boo, moving on. I'm gonna go a bit faster. I want to see like how you approach your blink timing. That's probably the most important part of this game so far. Like the laning phase was pretty negligible. You could have pressed your advantage a little bit more, but that doesn't matter so much.
Radiant's middle tower, Radiant's bottom tower is under
Okay.
attack.
Oh, you don't even get blink. Oh, I forgot. All right, so we're gonna go way farther than this. Okay, you have force here. Okay.
Dire's bottom tower is
We
under
didn't kill him. That's a sad part.
Yeah, you definitely could have. Okay. So this is small, but basically when he runs up this way, like as soon as he disappears here, he can only run this path. If he has no Cloying Blade or anything like that, he can only go this way or like stay around here. So basically your thought process should be, I need to get to the very center of this clump of trees here, like this whole this clump thing. And then you can RP, and you'll get him pretty much no matter what, as long as you go to the like the very center of this.
Yeah, I messed up. I should have gone more to the right.
Yeah. So that's just a general way to approach like situations like that.
I
with AoE
didn't
stance.
realize that he had a TP boots.
Mhm.
So I just assumed that he didn't have a TP and that he was gonna try to juke or something.
Yeah, that's fine. But either way, even if he's not TPing there, it's better to just go to the center. Okay. Skewer RP. The skewer was quite short. Okay.
Yeah, I just need to get into position.
Yeah, there were like a couple issues with that actually. Like basically, when you skewer to RP like this, it's not horrible, but it's better to either force or blink in most cases, because you also want to be able to chain the CC of scare, like after your RP.
Yeah.
Like it's better. Like it extends the duration of CC. It allows you to nuke everyone. Yeah.
And position them into a place where it's favorable for the CM tool and stuff.
Right. So yeah, right now you could even force staff in, and you would have a 5-man RP if you just force staffed before skewer.
Yeah,
But
I see that.
The skewer took a little bit more time, and yeah. So you ended up getting 3, which is great. Like, but it could have been a little bit more clean.
The Omni wouldn't have ulted and turned the fight around.
Right. So your buyer blink, that is good. Okay, looks like you're clicking on Omni here. I think at least you're clicking near him. It's good to check like how long Repel has. That's just a good habit to get into. With most
Yeah,
buffs.
that's what I do.
Okay, good.
Radiant structures are Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, so like another thing, so because you have Force Staff here and not Blink, like these guys can do this weird shit where they just walk up into your range, or into Blink range, whereas if you had a Blink, you could just Blink scare them, and then they have no counterplay. Like,
Yeah.
so these guys are just doing dumb shit because you don't have the standard item
No
of Blink.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, CM ults, good stuff.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay. Okay, we end up dying. I think you guys just overstayed your welcome there. You had an RP, but it's not too much to talk about really. It is getting like really close to an hour though, so you should start getting into like final questions or whatever, like practice habits, general Dota stuff.
Yeah. What do you think is the biggest difference between 3K and 4K?
Between 3K and 4K,
Because
I mean,
my solo was 3.75 right now.
Yeah.
And I'm approaching the 4K mark, but I just really want to know what I've changed to start it going there, or to get there. Yeah.
I mean, really, like, there's
I
not
mean,
that big of a difference between 3K and 4K. I'd say like people are just better fundamentally. Like, you know, they're slightly better at last hitting, slightly better at positioning. They understand vision better. They understand objective control better. They understand like how much damage their heroes do a little better. Like, I'd say it's just all basic stuff like that. I wouldn't say it's like heroes or like they understand.
so
the
just more
pushing.
time in the game, basically.
Yeah, basically, or just like they have a natural talent for it or something, if, depending on the person. Like, or they played more. You know, there are so many different ways to be fundamentally good at something. But yeah, that's definitely, I would say, basically until you hit 5K ish, the only thing that matters is your fundamental skills. Like, it's important to not be playing heroes that are like way above your level, but it's not nearly as important as like just, you know, having a good grasp on Dota and like understanding how fast heroes are, how much damage they do, all of this kind of thing, or all of these kind of things rather.
How about what heroes do you think are good in my, or what heroes would you recommend me to boost my MMR?
To boost your MMR specifically?
As a support, anyways.
I don't like questions like this because like it feels like you want a cheat almost, like a nice diet pill to lose some weight. But like you understand what I mean by that?
Yeah.
But I think for supports, if you want to, you know, gain MMR and, you know, also like get better, I think you should play active supports like gankers. Like Bounty is okay, but he's like one of the worst examples. I think like Ogre is actually okay. Bane is good. CM is fine too. Like you just have to understand like which heroes you can kill. You can also play Chen. Chen is a really good hero. He's also very good at matchmaking now.
Yeah. I see that win rate that he has, and that pick rate in the majors.
Yeah. No, he's a quite good hero. He's also really fun if you haven't played him. But
no, I have.
Yeah.
I just stay away from micro intensive heroes because.
Yeah, I think that's actually fine. Like, don't worry about that. Don't worry about playing micro intensive heroes anyway. Like, you can just stick to simple stuff. But there's also like, I mean, if you just play solid games on like Oracle, Dazzle, CM, like really simple heroes, like you're gonna gain MMR steadily. Like support is annoying to gain MMR sometimes, like if your core suck, but you can always like really positively affect the outcome of a game.
Yeah, I know that, because if you're able to secure some kills in lane for your carry, then I guess that the snowball starts from there.
Yeah, or even just like not even securing kills, like maybe just like zoning the offlaner well. Like maybe he doesn't get nearly as many levels as he would against another support that's like less good.
Yeah.
So like stuff like that is really impactful, and it's like understated because you can't just be like, there's no stat at the end of the game that says like levels denied from the offlaner or like gold denied from the offlaner or like amount of time vision was on the map or something
or
like that.
bot and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
all you see is how many times you feed as a support.
Yeah, pretty much.
And like how many times you stolen the kills from your carries.
Yeah, like assists matter, but they don't matter as much as like, you know, how well you zone the offlaner and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Or like how active you got on the map. Okay. Anything else?
No, that'll be all. Thank you very much.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I was a bit tired, so this is like a little bit of a weird lesson, but I think my points, you know, were made. I think
yeah,
I got
they were.
Them across okay.
They came across. They came across really well. Thank you.
Yep. Glad I could help. If you have questions or whatever afterward, just feel free to Skype me.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, good luck, man.
Thanks.
All right, peace.